So I have a bunch of beautiful children. My name's Grandpa in the future. And my children, they listen, but they're required by an egregious soul. A soul who wants more than they can handle because they're good people. And then in the end game, I look at their souls and I'm like, if you're able to accompany this type of soul, who are you? Are you even my son? And I look over the soul over that they chose in humanity to be with, and I say, who are you? And I'm just little Bo Peep. I don't say a word. And I look at my son, I ask you, I said, who the fuck is she? You heard her, and she's just little Bo Peep. But why can't you explain her yourself? Have you actually met her beyond her egregious looks? For what rots in the inside, rots on the outside. Yes, I am. For what rots her on the inside will rot her on the outside. And so on and so forth. Imagine being the bad apple. That doesn't spoil the bunch. The bad apple, that is the bunch that is spoiled. And now you sold your soul to the devil. Or at least you've tried thus far. And the devil has accepted your soul. And the devil takes you and he runs you in circles upon circles upon circles and upon circles. What would you do? Well, I would adopt a child or children that would be able to see the difference. You know why we would be able to see the difference? First of all, I don't want anybody's, how do you say a different word from, I don't want your redacted, I want your love. Without love, where am I going to stand? I don't want your, where is that going to get me? But I know love will get me far. Now, do you see the difference? You know how I know all this? Because this is what I went through as a child. What did I go through as a child? You tried to buy me everything. And what did it bring me? I valued things over people. And then later on in life, how much later on in life? I was 15. I remember going to the Bahamas and I was like, oh, if I die, what was going to happen to my truck? And my 15 inches of subwoofers. But now I don't think like that. Now I think like this. If something happened to me, what would have happened to the people that care about me? As opposed to material things. And now I look at people and I see the problem. And I look at, I look at Grandpa and I see the problem. Grandpa was never the problem. It's the issue of misleading. Okay, so all of a sudden I'm famous. I have a famous last name. People are misusing my last name to say I'm this, that, and the other. When really they aren't anything. Because they haven't worked a day in their life. Because of my adoptive father, he made me something. No, I made myself something. He made me understand that without work, dude, I worked my ass off since I was 15 years old. I've done almost every freaking trade, man, including plumbing, including I can go on and on. There's no need to find out that I am a great person. And then I get accepted by the most incredible, interpret this in a different way, and the most incredible government agency on this earth. And I have something to live for other than myself. That's what makes me proud of myself. And now I have something other to live for, which is not me. It's other human beings. I save people's asses every day and they don't even know it. And I don't want your honor. I'm not worried about that. The point is, I couldn't imagine living under assumed and assumptions that all of a sudden I'm so great. Because I live, okay, so I have a wing. And under my wing I have children. And my children are saying, oh, I'm this, that, and the other because of who I am. It doesn't work like that. You gotta work your ass off to get to the top, and that's how it is. Peace be with you, and also with you, family first.